Welcome back in the Timelocke, guys. I got a lot of progress done last episode, so I'm excited to show you, and we got stuff to work on. But before we get into that, let's head over to the color garden as we got somebody new to add. Wait, how did this turn green? What? Wait, how did this turn green? This was all grass. What in the world? Wait. Oh, what in the world? That's really weird. Anyway, let's not get distracted there. I was going to say, wait, where's all my dirt at? But today, we're adding your boy Dan, so thank you for commenting and welcome into the color garden. And you're the first one here of the purple land, so enjoy yourself as we'll keep expanding. So today, what we got to work on is going to be downstairs in the mall area. I'll show off what I've been doing and the plans for other stuff we got, as I have made some changes to some other things. So you come over here, we now have a minecart. But not just that, it comes down to here. So I should probably do some explaining because not everybody will know how this works. So basically, these are called boosters. So the way it works is when your minecart comes across this, it'll give it speed. The problem is you can't go up and down, like you don't get any power because they're just rails. So this is all they have in the game. So what you have to do is you have to make these booster tracks. So when you run by it, you'll get momentum from moving with this, and then this will loop around and go right back to start. And then this is for when you're coming up this way. You don't really need it going down because you get momentum already, but I just have it there just in case when you get down here, so you can get over to the next booster place. So that's what these are like. So I guess I will show what it's like if you've never played with these before. So if you see, look, it gives you speed, and then it flips around and it gives me speed, and now we're here. So basically, So yeah, so then we got one more booster right here, and this is leading into this is that main room we talked about last time. And so this leads here, and now there's this track which is starting next. I hollowed this out before I went to bed last night to get things remembered. So down here is going to be another booster channel. I think I'll probably drop this down a block. And so then this goes like this. But this is going to go to here. And then this is going to take a left, take a right. It's going to staircase up. And then it takes another right. And as you see, this comes up here. But this comes up here. So this is going to actually go into here now. I've went through and I have fixed this track for the most part. All that's left now is to fix this, which is the only thing I did not grab yet. But as you see, this is gone now. This is back normal. I basically fixed it up from how it was. I will delete this too. So now, yeah, this is all lined up better. So today we're gonna work on tunneling out this hole. But for the time being, I am going to block this so nothing gets in here. Everything else is all torched up, so we shouldn't have anything to worry about. But yeah, tons of progress I got done since last time, and we're just gonna continue moving on. I don't know what blocks I'm gonna use yet. I did figure out most of the railway, and so what I did for this, as you saw over here, is cobblestone, and then this is the smooth, because this is like what the minecart has polished from running over the cobblestone so much, and then I just continued it onto the ceiling, because I didn't want to just do like stones, like these slabs on the ceiling. I wanted to make it more interesting, so I just mirrored that. And then also under all the minecarts, I've left them just cobble, because I don't know what I want to do there yet. Probably just I don't know because I like all the rails having the same thing, but then that's a lot of extra like stone slabs I don't want to place down unless I have to. So that's being workshopped, and then the walls I was gonna do wood, but I kind of want to do something else. And I'm not crazy enough to do wool because I don't have a lot of wool. It is so difficult to get it. We barely have 2 stacks of what we got right now. Could you imagine getting more? So, yeah, we'll have to come back and workshop that a little bit. But this will go down to here, and I guess once we get there, I'll show you how to make, show you how I made these boosters. And I figured I would also say one last thing of explaining. The reason that there's this huge gap up here is because I messed up the y coordinate. I thought it was 59. I thought it was 57 and it was 59. So there's the gap that goes down a little bit. So this is just going down so then I don't have to have another staircase farther in. I'm not trying to change direction too much. So hopefully this makes it slightly smoother. Doesn't mean it will, but hopefully it does. We're also about to lose. Also about to lose our pickaxe, so I got another one made ready to go. Yeah, 'cause it's only 3 blocks up. Then it has the cobble. So 1, 2, 3. So only need a mine to here, which does make things easier. I'm gonna start doing this so that feels a bit nicer. And then I also gotta figure out how we're gonna do this part. Probably gonna just be literally a simple, just like a step up like this, realistically. Which I could honestly do it right now. This is all we're gonna do because this is not difficult at all. Then we're gonna need to break this one so that we can have a bit of a better slab in that spot. And then that's fine. And then I'm just gonna dirt there for the moment. Perfect. So now this goes to here. And it already feels better than it did because it was kind of a mess. Something else I did forget, we do also have to mine all of this down to this layer. So the whole thing dips down. And then we'll build the rest of it in a little bit. We'll just continue, I guess, working our way down. Luckily, it's not a crazy distance we gotta go, but it's still gonna be a good amount, and I gotta figure out how many boosters we're gonna need. That's also something. I don't know how far it goes. I only put them in certain spots where we're gonna need them. Like we kind of need one to go up this hill right here, but we don't need to go down. But depending on how far we go, probably then need another one. So little bit of thinking I gotta do. A little bit of not sure yet, but that's the fun part about this at the end of the day is never knowing what you're doing. How far did I wait to start? So literally right when it flattened is what I did that. Okay. I was just seeing where to start the floor again. Seems like we are good to just start it right here. So yeah, this is basically what I've been working on the last couple. I wouldn't even say days. It was just I recorded yesterday's couple episodes, and then I played a little bit. Also, up there, I was sitting there when I was carving out the place for the railroad spot, and a creep blew me up through the wall. I didn't die, but it caught me off guard because I was like half watching YouTube, and I was just like was off my keyboard, and it just blew up, and it just surprised me. I was like, what in the world? Like, how did it blow up through the wall? Mobs don't even spawn there, so I was just really confused on how the heck that creeper decided to like get the corner perfect or whatever when it was aggroing on me and just blew up. My only professional guess there on that one. If I would have died, I would have started recording from the death. I'd be like, okay, so let's talk about this. But luckily, that hasn't happened yet. I have not died since last time on camera, which was um, 80, 90 episodes ago. I don't really die a lot, but also I don't really pick to go out of my way to do crazy dumb things. It's really I stay pretty safe in the stuff I do. It's just realistic. Sounds like me, but definitely need to go off and do some more adventures because there's just so much to do in this world. Especially now that I got all this increased motivation from just more new projects, which is honestly the best part about this is I got another wave of wanting to do tons of things, which is the best part of all of this. Even though some of these are definitely really grindy, I still enjoy it at the very least because it's always fun to work on projects and let the world expand. Even though a lot of the world you can't see from the top, looking out at you're like, okay, you got a little house and you got a farm area, cool. It's like, they're like, is that all you got? It's like, no, I got more than that. It's just that so much stuff is underground that you only know so little from my world at a glance. Which I need to get a better way to get an overview of the world. Which there might be ways to do it, but I'm just not aware at the moment. Whenever I figure something out, I'll definitely do it. Maybe for like a milestone video or something along the lines of that. Would be really neat to do. Another thing I got to figure out is my iron situation. Since I've started down here, I have depleted. I went out and mined about stack and a half of ingots when I went out on my journey to get that new lapis lazuli ore that they added into the game, or I guess dye is what I would call it because it's just a dye for wool. But I've already piled through like a third of what I grabbed. Luckily, mining through here, I have also gotten a tiny bit of iron from from just mining. Luckily, but also I have to go mining again, which I don't really want to do. Oh, I got so confused. I was like, where is the the tunnel? Okay, so now that we made it to this turn, now we don't have this weird gap anymore, and we can actually work in this line, which is kind of nice. So what I want to do is I want to set up the accelerator and I or the booster thing, and I just want to see how far I can go off of it because that'll help me figure out how far I can put these boosters away from each other. Because for the moment, I generally don't know how far the range is on this stuff. I could have looked into it, but it's more fun to just figure it out on my own. Plus, it also probably depends on the situation. Like, if you have a down rail plus a boost, it's probably going to be marginally quicker than just a typical boost, or the wide level you're at might affect it. I mean, there's lots of variables, I feel like, to this. But let's set up the booster. I guess I'll show you guys how we do this. So, is this one too long? Should I do it shorter? This one is only a 3 block. I may only actually do 3. I know I wasn't going to do 3 at first. I just wasted that on accident. But it just felt kind of big. Okay, so what you do is you throw these against the corner, and then you're going to loop them to up. Okay, let's restart this. So first thing you got to do is make sure your middle track is made out because they like connect on the ends. So next you're gonna connect it to here, and then you're gonna do a little loop. Ignore that. That was a tunnel. I may go in the wrong way. But now you're gonna put a block here, connect one here, and connect this. So basically what you're doing is you're tricking the minecart into making this loop thing right here, which is what makes all of this possible. So next you're gonna reverse backwards, and you're gonna do the same thing again, just on this spot. So block here, minecart, rail, rail, and perfect. I need to put a chair to start. So now it's like this. And so what I've been doing is on the block that there isn't stuff on, I've been putting cobble, and then where there is, I've been leaving it stone. But since that I kind of already filled that spot in, I'll have to do this, and then let me replace this, and that should be it. And then, so the last thing you have to do is you got to grab minecarts. And the setup is very simple. You throw one minecart here, and you throw one minecart here. And this is all you should need. I know there is some rules about directionally what's important to do, but I don't really know. So I only got 8 more for the moment. Let's see. That could take me that entire distance, so let me go make a couple more. Here we go. Sticks are what we need. Luckily, it only takes 1 stick, so it's actually pretty cheap in the stick department. But in the iron department, it takes 6 for 12, or 6 for 16, so I don't really know what that conversion would be, because it's kind of like a weird math equation. But I got enough to get to there. Let me mind these, because if you have a block above your head and you get out, you take damage. As you see, I'm missing hearts for a certain reason, because I kept getting in and out of the minecart and hurting myself. But now, so what you do is you just got to push the minecart, and then you get in, and then the boosters should take you. As you see, we get easily to here, no issue. Right here is where we go up again, so I feel like right here would be where I want to boost again. Could be just right here, and we could also just make it a longer boost. Like, the boost could, depending on how much boost we need, I could just boost this entire corridor. So from like right here all the way to here, I could just have like a mega boost, and that could help. But so it works to here, but the problem is on the way back, we move pretty slow until we hit this, and then we got the instant speed. Let's take it one more time back, and then we can just start mining on a little bit more. As we see, boom, perfect. So that works good. For some reason, when you go to break minecarts, everything instant mines it besides the shovel. So axe does, pickaxe does, and sword does, but only the shovel doesn't, which I think is kind of funny. I didn't try the bow or the flint and steel and stuff, but I'm assuming it'll have the same thing. But before we end this episode, let's do a little bit more mining, because I like the way this track's going, and we're gonna need more more iron anyway. Luckily, I did smell a little bit of it. I can go grab right as we end this episode. Let me block this. Yeah. So originally, when I did the digging, I went this way because I thought this is where the track was, and I was literally off by 5 blocks. So I dug this way. I'm like, man, I really should have ran into my station, and I was like, I didn't. So I started digging some other ways, and then I was like, oh, there it is. That makes sense. So then I ended up finding it. Wasted a little bit of my pickaxe, but oh well. I guess I get some stone. You never know when you need stone at this point. And luckily, we're about to the end of this part. The really good thing is, since now that, we actually are digging in the correct spot, these tunneling is very simple. I think next episode, as long as day and night works out well for us, we should easily be able to get the rest of this carved out because this is going a lot quicker than I thought it would, which I'm happy about. I like when projects are actually somewhat going quick, which means we can get through them quicker. Oh, obviously. Well, it makes sense that you get through project quicker if you do them quickly. But you know what I mean. So that's to here. And the last thing to mine will be this. But we also need to put some more torches back up because it is now. It's pretty darn dark in here. I don't have like an exact plan for torches yet. They're kind of just I'm just kind of feeling where they should be. I'm gonna put them on both sides because it's weird having just torches on one side of it. Up spot. And the good thing about having this 3x3 area for it all is that we can have a better turn because if you take a turn too tight on rails, it won't work or you'll lose momentum. But luckily, since we can actually have like full block for turning and then going up this hill, works out. This seems like a long way to do a boost, but I'm definitely interested in seeing how that would go. Okay, well, we got one more, so we could do that, and so I should probably put the rail down. Let's walk over here because it's kind of too slow to get the minecart without any boosting. So let's try it from here. Yeah, I'm ready for more boost right here. So I guess I guess we gotta make sure this can work. Yeah, so that leaves us in a good spot. So let's head up, grab some iron, and end this episode. Because we've had a lot of fun today. We have gotten a lot of good progress done on this tunnel. Showed you guys how the booster works. We made one. We gotta continue on. This room will be done eventually. I don't know block palette yet, so that's why a lot of stuff is just left the way it is, because I just don't know what I want to use yet for it. Which is okay. It's good to not always know what you want to do. Yeah, so that's something funny is I have this whole furnace room, and I use this furnace to smelt stuff. Don't know why I did that. I put it in there. I was like, wait, I have a whole room, and I'm still using the one furnace I sat there. I just thought it was kind of funny. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed working on the train station. I had a good time. And I'll catch you guys next time as we try to finish up the down part, and then we can have a full ride through there, which should end up honestly being a lot of fun. Till then, bye!